What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Titans Return, Grax and Skullsmasher. You may call him Skullcruncher. The packaging says Skullsmasher, so that's, for the purposes of this review, what we're going to call him. Once he's in your hands and on your shelf, you can call him whatever you want. You can call him Mickey Mouse if you want to. That'd be a little weird, though. So, as you can see, Grax and Skullsmasher here. We've got a nice image in the back of the character. The head, the Titan Master head, it doesn't actually look quite like this one in the image. There are some differences, and actually I kind of prefer this one up here, but that's all right. I have other heads if I want to trade out, and that is kind of the cool thing about these figures. So you can see here the vehicle or beast mode, if you will, the crocodile, and on the back you can see we have the images again of Robot and Beast, and then of course the images of the Titan Master and how he interacts with the figure. And over here you can see the general how they all work together throughout the entire line, from every, from the largest to the smallest, and of course, this guy up here, Fort Max. And there's a little bio up here as well. It says, the Decepticons unite with Titan Master partners to power up for battle. Grax masks the energy signature of the bodies bonded to, making Skullsmasher invisible to the Autobots. So that's pretty cool. He masks his energy signature so he can hide out in swamps or whatever. So that's pretty neat. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to crack this guy open. I'm going to check him out in hand right now. Okay guys, here is Skullsmasher in his beast mode, and it may be difficult to tell, but he has quite a large beast mode here. Just a quick measurement, just for all of y'all's, or whatever. We're looking at like 26 centimeters head to tail, which is, that's pretty big. That is pretty big for this guy. Now, there are a few nitpicks I do have for his beast mode, and I'll get into those now. So, first of all, the head is awesome. It comes detached in the packaging, but you do attach it yourself. It's on a ball joint, which gives you a really nice range of motion for the head. And it also, the mouth opens and closes, and he's got some really nice teeth sculpted in there, and a tongue and everything. And it just looks really, really nicely done, and I think works awesomely. You can really get some nice expressive poses out of that, and I think they did a fantastic job with the Beast Mode head. So, that said, the back legs are non-posable and very stumpy, so they are a little difficult to pose. And not only that, the tail, which can actually move back and forth, it's just on this peg, so you peg it in and then you can swivel it from side to side, which is really nice. It kind of gives you more playability in his beast mode, but the peg itself is very very small, and it pops off quite easily. And not only that, you can see the feet stop here, and the tail keeps going at an angle down this way. So if you try and put him on his hind legs on a surface, it's going to pop the tail off. So that's just a minor nitpick thing. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It is just something that it would have been nice for them to kind of sort out before the figure's release. Also, this panel here hides the Titan Master. I keep wanting to say Headmaster. The Titan Master is hidden underneath this panel. The only problem with this is that this panel is actually rubber, so it can be very difficult if it's pushed in all the way to actually get your finger underneath it and kind of get it to open. But now mine is open. It wants to cooperate because it's on video. And we could pop out the Titan Master, whose name I don't quite remember. Grax, okay. So here is Titan Master Grax. Very tiny, very simple. Basic, you kind of know what you're getting in for. Just ball jointed arms, swivel legs all attached at one point, and there's the head sculpt for Skullsmasher. And we can go ahead and put him in his head mode now, I suppose. So we've got his Headmaster, Target, Titan Master. I will not get used to Titan Master. But you can see there's very nice tampos on his side with the Decepticon logo. We can just close this up. And again, it doesn't want to close up quite properly because it just wants to mush against the sides, but it is what it is. It's alright. So we've got a very nice large croc here. His legs do kind of move around. These front legs you can swivel and move from side to side, and then swivel here, and then the claws can kind of paddle a little bit. So you got that going on. He does have little connection points here, so you can have a Titan Master kind of hang onto the arms if you so desire, and things like that. We'll leave Terrible over to the side just in case we need him for anything else in this, but that is basically his beast mode, and we'll just leave his tail off for now. I just want to show you really quickly, this is the collector card that he comes with. You can see the picture on the front here, and on the back it's got Skullsmasher's stats here: strength, speed, intelligence, firepower, and then how they are augmented by Grax. So his stats go pretty far up. He gets a lot faster and a lot stronger and a lot more firepower. He doesn't get very much more intelligent, but he's not that dumb to begin with. So you can see all of the different stats. So that's really cool. That's a nice addition to these figures. So to transform this guy into robot mode, what you need to do is just pick up the crocodile head and just kind of move that against his back for now. Leave it up a little bit just to leave room for the legs, which we'll go ahead and do right now to get him out of the way. So we're going to take the legs and we're just going to spread them out just like that. Very simple. Then we're going to take the croc feet, just kind of move them in, and they'll fit right into this little indentation. And that's going to kind of be your robot legs. He does have very floppy legs and floppy knees, and that is a bit of an issue. I'm going to have to try and get in there with some floor polish maybe, or something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do just yet, but you can actually, and I believe you're supposed to, lock his knees into place here, and that actually really does help out. They're still loose at the hip, but now they're a lot more solid at the knee. So you've got that going on, and that's a good thing. Let's flip his toes down. He's just got little tiny toes, but they're enough to get the job done. So there you go. There's his feet. Now you're just gonna bring his shoulders down like so. Flip his hands out just like that, and just kind of move his claws back. And once the croc head is firmly out of the way, you can go ahead and plug in Grax for the Titan Master mode. And there he is, and he does have the this whole thing basically. You've got a little gun handle here which can pop up, and then you can pull this up, and it looks like, I think there's even kind of a seat here for these guys. Let's see, maybe it wants this taken out. Come on, buddy, help out a little bit here. There we go. Okay. So it looks like this guy is supposed to kind of sit right in here, and then you can pop this in, and then of course you can have Skullsmasher hold the whole assembly by this little handle, and that's a cool little weapon. Or you can leave it down, pull this dude out, and you can have him hold it like so, and this should just fit right into his fist, just like that. And you can stick it in this side, make it a little easier to get out for you if you want to, or put it back underneath and just leave this kind of in there as an underslung sort of weapon, and I kind of like it like that, honestly. I think I may just leave it as such. But as far as posability goes, he does actually have a waist swivel, which is nice, and I'll show you he does have a connector point for a figure stand, which is a nice thing. The head is on a ball joint due to that Titan Master joint system, and you can just pop it in and out like so. The shoulders, of course, can go up and down due to the transformation, and then they are on a ball joint on top of that. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have a shoulder or an elbow joint and a swiveling, I guess, upper wrist forearm swivel, we'll call it, due to transformation as well. Or do not really transformation, yeah, sort of, I guess, for the crocodile mode, yes. And then his hands can wiggle about a little bit. He does have a ball jointed hip and a thigh swivel, and then a knee bend, which you can get to be a nice deep knee bend by utilizing that transformation joint. But yeah, I mean, overall, a nice figure. I do like him. I don't like him quite as much as I was hoping that I would, but I think a lot of that has to do with the floppiness of the joints and the inability to kind of lay flat in crocodile or alligator mode. And I think that really does deduct quite a few points against him. But other than that, he's actually a really nice figure. So, yeah, I mean, overall, pretty cool figure. He does have some flaws, but I'm definitely happy to have him. And I'm really enjoying the Titan Masters gimmick overall. So, yeah, pretty cool. So that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. It really does help me out. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have more Titans Return figures coming really soon, so stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.